Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, APAC, Asia. Good morning, Europe. Can you guys hear me? If you can, please just raise your hands, or you can say something, or just simply send me a message. I'm seeing a lot of people joining our webinar. Can you hear me, guys?
Yes, I can.
Good. Wonderful, dance. So I believe that we're gonna have more people gonna joining us in the next couple of minutes. So we're gonna spend 1 or 2 minutes to warm up everyone and waiting for the people to join us. Our speaker, I hope you just get ready. Right. So I think we got quite a number of people ready. Okay, let's get started, guys. Right. So thank you very much, everyone, joining me with the live webinars by SmartApp, a subsidiary of Verisar Group. My name is Alex. I'm the CCO of SmartApp, and it's also my honor today as the fourth time as the host in the webinar focusing on the AI relating matters. So today we're gonna talking about a very interesting topic. It's called conversational AI. We're gonna run through what is conversational AI and how conversational AI nowadays applied in our daily life. So I'm pretty sure that some of you already see the trends of ChatGPT. Some of you has been using ChatGPT or even Siri or any chatbot in your working, in your studying, or even in your entertainings. So today we're gonna cover a whole conversational AI topic with our speakers. Right. So to begin with, I would like to introduce our distinguished speaker to join us in our webinar today. First, I would like to introduce Dr. Hùng. Dr. Hùng, he's based in Vietnam. He has been lead a dynamic consulting team driving AI innovation across diverse sectors, from industrial visual inspection to medical image segmentation, with a PhD in engineering from Keio University. By 2014, his expertise extends to the groundbreaking research published in renowned conferences such as FG's, BMVC, ICA's SSP, and ACCV, alongside multiple granted patents, with a distinguished track record with APT, BinBrain. Nautilus AI is a very prominent figure in AI landscape in Vietnam and in the regions. So please join me to welcome our speaker, Mr. Hùng. And secondly, I would like to introduce Mr. Ta Huy Đức. He's a PhD candidate. So he's currently taking the PhD in the University of Adelaide, in machine learning. He's focusing on AI and machine learning. And currently he tried to focus on developing innovative healthcare solutions, including advanced medical image tool like chest X-ray analysis system. His work spanned smart city application and explainable AI, enhancing transparency and trust in AI system. His expertise make him a key figure in the integration of AI in healthcare. So everyone, please join me to welcome our second speaker today, Dr. Huy. Okay. All right. So before we get started with our speaker, I would like to share a few best practice so that we can have a better and a great interaction in our webinar today. First of all, we are using Zoom as our platform to do the webinar, and it is broadcast lively. So definitely it is recorded. So for those who are not able to join our webinar today, you can listen to the recorded version later. And secondly, we also activated the Q&A box. So that's everyone can make the questions to our speaker. So don't forget to make the question in the Q&A box, and our speaker gonna come back to you and answer all the questions listed at the end of our webinar today. Right. So regarding the agenda, we're gonna covering 4 main topics today. First of all, Dr. Hui gonna sharing with you what is conversational AI and how conversational AI nowadays apply in enterprise segment. The next, Dr. Hum gonna sharing with you 2 interesting topics. The first is the top use cases apply conversational AI in our daily life and in even our work. Okay. The next thing is Dr. Hum also gonna cover how to build your own conversational AI strategies apply successfully to your work or your business. And lastly, Dr. Hui gonna showing you the effective implementation of conversational AI solution with our demo and a few best practice so that you can understand fully the whole picture, how we can implement and apply conversational AI solution to your business. So I'm not going to waste your time. I'm gonna leave the webinar to Dr. Hui, please.
Yeah, thanks, Alex, for the introduction. So let me start with this topic about conversational AI in enterprise. So what is conversational AI? Imagine you're texting a friend or asking a smart speaker to play your favorite song. Now, instead of a friend, you're chatting with a virtual assistant like Siri, Alexa, or a customer service chatbot on a website. That's where conversational AI comes in. So conversational AI is the technology behind this virtual assistant that makes them seem like they understand you. It allows computers to hold a conversation with you, whether you are typing or talking. The AI will listen or read what you are saying or texting and figures out what you mean and then respond in a way that makes sense. So it's like having a helpful assistant who is always available, ready to answer your questions or remind you about things or even just chat. Whether you are asking for the weather, setting up a meeting, or ordering food, conversational AI is the technology that makes those interactions feel more smooth and natural. So in short, conversational AI is what turns a simple command or query into a real conversation with your devices and making your interaction with those technology more personal and intuitive. So let's talk about the timeline of conversational AI. It all started in the 1950s with Alan Turing. So he asked the big questions. Can machines think? He came up with the Turing test, which was basically a way to see if a computer could act so much like a human that you couldn't tell the difference. This was the spark up that lit the whole AI fire. We jump to the 1960s and we get Elisa. Elisa was one of the first chatbots ever, and it wasn't super smart. It just followed some basic rules to keep the conversation going, but it was a huge deal back then. People were actually surprised by how real it felt to talk to Elisa, even though it was just following a script by its programmers. Next, in the 1970s, we see more work on understanding language called natural language processing, or NLP. This is also when the first interactive voice response, or IVR system, showed up. And you know those automated phone menus? This is where that started, letting us talk to computers using our voices. By the 1980s, chatbots were getting a little bit smarter with more complex rules. Bots like Jabberwocky and Fred try to hold more natural conversation, but they are still working off a set of pre-written responses. They were better than Elisa, for sure, but still not really thinking like human. Then in the 1990s, we get Alice. Alice was a big step forward, and it used something called artificial intelligence markup language, which made it much better at having longer and more complex conversation. Alice even won awards for being so good at pretending to be human. Now in the 2000s, things really start to change. This is where we see the first chatbots using machine learning. Unlike old bots that just following script, this one could learn from the conversation they had and getting better and more accurate over time, hence the term machine learning. And we fast forward to the 2010s. Now we've got AI everywhere on our phones, in our homes, you name it. Siri, Alexa, Google Assistant, all those voice assistants use conversational AI to talk to us and help us with everyday tasks. In the 2020s, AI takes another huge leap with GPT-3 by OpenAI. So GPT-3 can write essays, answer complex questions, and even generate poetry, all just from a simple prompt. It is one of the most powerful language models ever made, and it is pushing the limits of what AI can do. And finally, in 2022, we have ChatGPT. This is like the next generation of GPT-3 because it's using GPT 3.5. For the first version of ChatGPT, it can hold even more natural and flowing conversations, and it's being used in tons of different ways, from helping customer service to creating content. So there you have it, a quick journey through the history of conversational AI, from Turing big questions to today ChatGPT. Now let's dive into the technology behind them. As we can see, ChatGPT or LLMs will need three ingredients: transformer, big data, and huge GPUs. So what exactly is transformer? In simple terms, it's an advanced type of neural network that excels at processing and understanding sequential data, like language. Traditional models used to struggle with very long sentences or complex structure because they process data one step at a time. But transformer, on the other hand, can look at the entire sentence or even entire paragraph all at once, understanding the context and the relationship between words, no matter how far apart they are. So this ability to see the big picture all at once is what allows transformer to generate text that is coherent, contextually aware, and very human-like. Whether it's answering questions, writing essays, or even creating poetry, transformers are the reason that those LLM or large language model can perform such a wide range of tasks with very impressive accuracy. In the middle part, we have big data. So big data is the fuel that powers everything. The first version of ChatGPT using GPT 3.5 was trained on a mind-blowing amount of 450 billion words. So this enormous dataset includes a wide variety of content like web pages, books, articles, and more. That's why this model can answer a huge range of questions, from technical details to general knowledge, because they've been exposed to such a vast amount of human knowledge. Over the right, you see the importance of GPU investment. GPU stands for graphical processing unit. It doesn't sound very relevant to chat or language, but GPU is excellent in processing information parallelly. Think of it as the muscle behind the brain, and training those large language models like this is not just having the right algorithms, but it's also having the right hardware to handle the massive computation. To give you an idea, training the model like GPT 3.5, the initial version of ChatGPT, can cost anywhere between 40 to 70 millions USD. It's just in GPU time alone. So this kind of investment shows just how critical the right hardware is to not only keep this model running, but to push the boundary of what they can do. So to sum up, these large language models are powerful and yeah, can do amazing things. But here's the catch. They do not know about your enterprise data. So this is crucial because while ChatGPT can handle general queries and provide a wealth of information from the vast training data, it falls short when it comes to understanding the nuances and specifics of your business. For example, if you're trying to extract like insight from your company internal sales data or generating reports based on financial information, ChatGPT wouldn't have the context to assess and deliver the accurate results because it simply hasn't been trained on those data. So it's not the complete solution when it comes to leveraging the full potential of your enterprise data and ChatGPT. And that brings us to the crucial questions. How can we bridge this gap? How can we combine the power of this model with the unique insights from your enterprise data? And Dr. Hong will answer that in the next few slides. So we come to the generative AI agents. And generative AI agents are those chatbots that have knowledge based on the collection or a zoo of generative AI model. And they are designed to perform various tasks repetitively until achieving a predefined goal. So picture this. It's a busy Wednesday morning at the office and you are busy with your project and you realize it's your turn to organize a team lunch. And the clock is ticking and you've got a meeting in just 10 minutes. So you just call up your AI assistant and say, hey, order lunch for the team, check everyone's dietary preferences, and book the conference room for noon. And your AI assistant gets to work instantly. It pulls up the usual catering options and order everyone's favorite dishes. And it quickly checks past email and notes to make sure any dietary preferences are fulfilled. And finally, it books the conference room where you all eat together. So this is what conversational AI does best. It handles the little tasks in the background. So you can just keep your attention on what really matters, whether it's setting up a team lunch or managing office tasks. So conversational AI makes sure everything runs smoothly without you having to worry about the detail. Yeah, so that's the brief introduction of conversational AI. And now my mic is to Dr. Hong.
Thank you, Huy, for the very interesting introduction about conversational AI. So it's my privilege to guide you all to the top use case of conversational AI. The first use case come to our mind is the power of conversational AI to transform the customer support chatbot. So to make the comparison, we prepare here on the left-hand side is the fixed business process dialogue chatbots. If you're living in Japan, so you may know about Yamato. Logistic is the main player logistic in Japan, and this is the chatbot on the line application on mobile phone. Sorry, in Japanese. But if you open the official account of Yamato, you can see the very cool menu here that you can confirm about your delivery package. You can ask for changing the time and the date of delivery, or even request for redelivery. Now I focus on here because I want to send the package. When we click on this menu, it will pop up the chat delivery, and the chatbot will answer. Please select one item in the below menu, and that menu will appear on the screen. Like you can create a request, you can redelivery, and I'm more interested in the fee. I want to confirm the fee, and it said, where do you send the package? I said it's Tokyo. So the chatbot showed me the URL on the website of Yamato to confirm the fee. So the problem is, what if I don't find my needs in the menu here? So that is the biggest limitation of the fixed business process dialogue of the traditional chatbots. That is where conversational AI comes in, so that it can power the smooth and very natural conversation between the chatbot and the user. We also can power the human in the loop so that the human operator can examine the conversation between the user and the AI in case that the request from the user needs the intervention of the operator, like the claim about the service that's, the chatbot cannot answer. Only the operator have the power and have the privilege to, respond to the user. So let me play a video so that we can see how conversational AI chatbots can handle the problem. So now I also prepared, using the fast delivery website. That's the main player in Vietnamese logistics. On the right-hand side, you see the website of fast delivery, sorry, in Vietnamese, but I can ask the question here on the left-hand side in English. So instead of using the web browser serve the information on the website, I can ask a question like how I can send the package. It will guide me through the detail here from step by step, want to prepare the package, create an order, select delivery option, etc. And also we provide the link right here. When you click there, it will show you on the website where the information are taken from in order to generate the answer. And so, for example, I have a trouble in the delivery with my package. So how can I claim? It also guide me through step by step, contact the customer services with the hotline channel or by email, provide the necessary information and follow the claim process. And I even can track my delivery status. It will show you, the 24-hour/7 online management system, guide you through tracking the delivery status. I also can know about the campaign, about the news of this company. Like it could show me, the campaign in this August is if we use services in August, we can enjoy, the voucher, get the voucher of 8,000 Vietnam dong. So that is the scenario that you see. It's the conversation between human and the chatbot, very natural. Almost you can find everything you need on just based on the website, based on the FAQ and the other regulation policy from the company. Then you can serve the customer really well. So let me play another video here to show you example of the knowledge management. So this, I prepared the video here is example that I take from the YouTube channel about the CO2 laser machine. You can use the laser machine to cut the stainless steel. It's not like, you buy the machine from the maker and give the machine to your employee, then things will be done. And you can enjoy, very good quality of the cutting like shown in the video. This is the promotion video from the maker. Then you see that the quality of the cutting is really good. You can see here, but it's not the right case. Because if you work on that, you need, to select some sort of set of the parameter for the machine. If we have the one critical parameter here is the focal length. So we have the lens in here so that you can focus the energy of the laser in the cutting point. If you set the right value of the focal length, then you get, very high quality cutting here. If you set low focal length or high focal length of the lens, then you have some dross in the in the cutting surface. So in order to do that, you need to rely on the veteran in the company. He have, several year or maybe 10 year, 30 year of experience on sheet metal processing, for example, understand about the material, understand about the user guide from the machine maker. You can ask a question how to set the right focal length for a particular material and its thickness. So now is that will be, the era of the conversational AI comes in. I prepare here is the document about how to use a laser CO2 laser machine to reduce the dross effective the Dross effect. So you can ask the question here. I want to cut the stainless steel with the thickness of 14 millimeter by using CO2 laser. How to set the focal length? It said that, okay, you need to set in 10 inches of focal length. And we provide a link here. You can double check about the information. It said very clearly on the document that 10-inch length is suitable for stainless steel with a thickness of 12 millimeter or more. So 14 millimeter included in this case. So that's why we have the answer 10 inch. So it's not let me give you another very interesting use case. That is the virtual assistant at work. So maybe in the first part of the presentation, we already show you that Q&A still have the significant value, or maybe in the previous use case, you can see the Q&A is the knowledge management in the chatbots. But now we can expect the AI agent can understand what is my expectation, and it can perform some tasks on our behalf. So it will bring more benefit for the enterprise. So I prepared a story here with John and his boss, and each of them have the virtual assistant. So imagine that like one day, John thinks that tomorrow he will take a paid leave. Instead of, logging into the time management system, create a ticket and wait for his boss approval, he just talked to the virtual assistant that tomorrow I need to take a paid leave for the reason ABC. Then the virtual assistant will, create a ticket on the time management system on his behalf and seeking the approval of his boss. And the communication between through virtual assistant will this virtual assistant will make the remind to his boss that John will take a paid leave tomorrow with some sort of detail. What is the reason? So the boss, can check the primary information about the tickets and approve. Sure, wish him well, for example, and thing will be done. So it's not only for the time sheets declaration, but you also can use it in the procurement system, in the meeting arrangement, in the business travel. So by using the virtual assistant at work, you can improve the productivity of the employee, gets a very good environment, working environment for the employee, right? It can show, almost no name tasks in those organization. Usually it's account for 20 or 30 years, 20 or 30% of our working hour in a day to show a such kind of problem by using the internet tool. So let me walk through another use case, I think also very interesting right now, so that can help you to get the insight in the enterprise data very quickly. So I organize this as a story, starting from the lab. One day, the manager in the mega bank, they get a report showing all important financial performance indices, all alert in red for one local brand, for example, in Vietnam. So if we flow on this on the top row of the slide, traditionally he will needs action from the data science team. 5 to 10 people analyze the data in from the local bank, visualize them, come up with some hypotheses to find the root cause. And it could take around 1 week for the team to finish the reports, maybe, a few days or 1 week. And he looked very serious to read the reports, to compose the final report and the presentation, come up with the action so he can make the presentation to the board of director to show the root cause and the action to fix the problem. But it start from, on the second row of the slide where we have the conversational AI. That because the application is buying chatbots. You don't need 5 or 10 people, that 1 or 2 people is enough in his team to use the buying chatbot, prompting in the natural language, visualize this data, compare this data to the previous year, for example, and it will take them around 1 day to come up with the buying chatbots, come up with the final reports about the data visualization, some of the suggestion. This possibly the root cause for the problem. So he can quickly get the result and come up with the strategic plan to fix the financial problem. Yeah. So to sum up the top use case, I think that conversational AI will bring huge benefits for the enterprise from the improved customer experience engagement, increase efficiency and productivity. It's not about, you will lose a job or the veteran will lose a job if we have the open mind in the future that the veteran is very limited and maybe retire in the near future. So we need the technology comes in to keep the know-how for the organization. And we can take the swift action to fix the problem by we know the data inside, quickly. And last but not least, to save the cost, operational cost for the organization. So now let me move on to the next session to show you how we can, transform our business, build our own, strategy to transform the business by using conversational AI. So the challenge in conversational AI, some I mentioned in the first part of the presentation from Hui, ChatGPT doesn't know about the enterprise data. That is the problem, right? So in order to do the DX or digital transformation, it's not simple like you buy the license of ChatGPT, Microsoft Copilot, GitHub Copilot, and the other prominent services and gives the license to employee uses, right? Because it simply doesn't know about the enterprise data, except the Microsoft Copilot. If you are using, the SharePoint, and it could have the very natural native connection between the SharePoint data to Microsoft Copilot. But it's not the case that, all the organization in the world, they're using the Microsoft Office 365, right? And the data will be saved in the local database for MongoDB, SQL, etc. And the second one is the integration. If the application are not integrated into the enterprise system, it could prevent the user, the employee, to leverage the tool, right? Like one of the example, like we have one of our customer, they want to they're using the SAP to generate the invoice. In the group company, they have several child company, and each child company they have the format of the invoice, right? Using the same SAP package of the group company. So if we make the application that you can write a prompt, I want to generate the invoice for the company X, they are buying our equipment ABC with the price like that. We write in the prompt and use the formats of the just in the prompt. You just said that I use the format from my company. It will generate the document for you. So in the SAP, you can do it really quickly. By you don't need to use the dashboard, just using the prompts, and we can generate the invoice correctly for the right company to the right customer. So to address the problem of the data connection to ChatGPT, on the left-hand side, you can see traditionally, before the ChatGPT, we need the veteran. Maybe he spent 5, 10 years, or maybe 30 years of working in the company, understand almost all of the specific knowledge base. When the newcomer or the junior employee asks a question, he will use his brain to find out the relevant documents and answer the question. But now you can use AI. Conversational AI doesn't take you 5 years, but 1 or 2 days to index all of the document, depending on how large of the volume of the data you have. To make the indexing. So based on the query, it can find the relevant document here, summarize and synthesize the answer based on the relevant document tailored to the query. So this we call is a RAG, retrieval augmentation generation, combining with the other advanced techniques like advanced chunking, re-ranking the relevant document. You can get very good answer from the conversational AI. So that is exactly the use case of knowledge management. And another way you can, retraining the large language model like the way the big tech company like Google, Meta, and the AI startup OpenAI, they generate the GPT and large language model. But I delineate here the table so that you can make the comparison between fine-tuning and using the RAG. If you need the very accurate response from the conversational AI, so of course, fine-tuning large language model will be the best one with a very accurate, but you need to provide a huge knowledge base, and you need, we mentioned at the beginning, you may have a huge capital investment on the GPU, either buying the infrastructure or rendering the infrastructure. And it takes you a couple of months to get the result. But as you are the small and the medium enterprise with a small database, small capital investment, you want to get the result quickly. So the light of RAG can give you, the right solution, quick solution. And I mentioned in the previous slide with advanced chunking, re-ranking algorithm, you can upgrade the accuracy, not about 50 to 60 or 60, but up to 85%, of the accuracy. So you have a trade-off and put everything on the table to make the right decision to connect the enterprise data to the large language model. And as last but not least is the integration to the enterprise. Let me take you 2 examples here, then you can see how important of the integration and the application development in this game. So the first one, I think everyone here, you have the experience of using large language model, right? You all understand that large language model can translate multilingually better than any existing translation software from Google Translation to the other. But my question here, how many of you have leveraged large language model in translation in the job, right? So the first case, I will develop the agent to translate the document. So the agent here can use a PowerPoint. It can use a Microsoft Word. For example, I want to translate the document to the Asian language, Japanese, Korean, or Arabic, right? So the agent can extract the text here from the PowerPoint and using the large language model to translate English to, to Asian language, for example, and replace this text by, the translated content so that we can keep the original format. If you do it by using, Microsoft Copilot or using ChatGPT, you only can translate the content, but you cannot retrieve the file, the translated file in the same format as the original one. Or you have the live translation in the online meeting. I'm talking here, I talk in Vietnamese from my side, from my end, and in your end, you can hear, the content, my voice in, English, in Asian language, in your mother language. But if live translation in other plugin that we can integrate to Microsoft Teams, Zoom, or Google Meet, no one can use, right? Another example is the SAP. If we want to speed up the data insight and the reports, instead of using traditional dashboard, you have to integrate the chat function into the SAP that we call the chatbot. You can ask, traditionally you have, when you want to create the revenue reports, you have to use several functions, a couple of functions in traditional dashboard, get the raw data and compose the revenue reports. But now you just prompt, I want to get the revenue report compared with the previous year, then you got the result. And you want to streamline and transform the HR process, I want to make the promotion for my employee. I just make the prompt, pre-promote this guy with the reason ABC and to the position like senior data scientist. You have the effective date from tomorrow. So just by using that prompt and the data and the ChatGPT and the large language model, we work behind the scene using the Microsoft Word, using the correct format from the XR and fill in the information. So at the end, we get from the SAP, the PDF file so that I can send to all my employees. So by using the integration to the enterprise system, we can, encourage people use the generative AI, and they can see how conversational AI can help them to work more effectively, more comfortable in your company. So the strategy for the conversational AI adoption, of course, you need to have a roadmap for adopting the conversational AI. You have to come up with dozens of use case. So my tip here, you should revisit the existing use case. So many of the use case it's not new at this moment, but people talking about the use case as an innovative idea for the digital transformation, like using the chatbots. We use the chatbot for 10 years or 20 years ago, but now we still talk about the chatbot. It's because now conversational AI technology are mature enough to show the problem effectively, right? So revisiting existing use case, and because it's conversational AI, it will open the new horizons so that you can discover the new one, like the AI agent can show us the problem, show us the task on your behalf. That's the news. And the second, you need the no-code AI solution. We use a trend in the AI democratization, bring AI to everyone. You don't need to write the source code. You are not good at programming, but we can build the AI model. You can build the AI application, quickly verify the idea. And it should be the platform, because you don't need to spend, huge capital investment on buying or rendering the infrastructure. Because using the subscription to the platform with small amount of money, you can use the existing infrastructure from the provider. It can down the cost of the discovery at the beginning. And last but not least is the customization, builds an application that's suitable for the organization and makes the integration to the existing system so that all employees can get the benefits, can use and get the benefits from conversational AI. So the next part, we will show you one way that you can efficient implement of the conversational AI solution. So this part will be, I would like to invite Huy will show you about how to do that.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Hong. Let me continue. So here in Brazil, we have our own chat platform called VeriChat, and this is a no-code conversational AI platform. Here we support many types of data, document chat, web chat, database chat, Confluence Wiki, SharePoint, Mailbox, and any other type of data that you can think of. Just tell us and we will do it. Given a document, we will realize the conversation into on the number 2 here on the right side. We will have the chat box with the document on the right-hand side, and you can talk in real time with a chatbot. And we are open to integration to any enterprise system. So here we have the first showcase to how we can leverage this platform for a website. First, we will sign in first and choose the web chat feature. Here, I want to chat with this website, City Gym. This is a gym in Vietnam and very popular. Here, I just need to paste the URL of this City Gym to the web chat. And here the bot is analyzing the website, and we'll wait until it's finished and we can chat with it. So firstly, I will ask, so I'm looking for a suitable gym course to reduce my weight because I'm feeling fat currently. And the bot will answer it promptly based on the website. And it offers lots of fitness experience, including yoga and group X to various fitness level. And you can see on the next conversation, I also asked about yoga because that is my interest. And promptly the chatbot can answer it very quickly. telling us about the yoga session that is available in City Gym, including therapy to weight loss goals, and it also has references for each citation. Now I want to ask if I'm busy in the daytime and I want to do it at night and weekend. And the chatbot very quickly found those available courses during my suitable time. And I'm satisfied with the courses and I want to find a location that is near to my house and I can join. And here the bot just lists out all of the available location in Ho Chi Minh City. Yeah, so here I just input my address and it will find my nearest city gym. Yeah, so as you can see here, it found the location in 28 Lê Lợi, Ward Bến Nghé, District 1, and this is very close to my house, the same district. Yeah, and it can even show me how to get there using public transportation. Yeah, very impressive and helpful. Yeah, you can check for those bus routes. These are all real and correct. Yeah, so that is a demonstration that how the very chat platform can tune to quickly turn the chatbot as the skilled virtual salesperson for your website. Yeah, so let me move to the next use case where your organization have lots of knowledge that needs to manage, and this very chat platform can do that for you. So first here, I just need to upload a document that has all of those master knowledge, and I can just ask everything about that. So in the first question, I want to ask, first tell me about the US Family Health Plan. And it reads through the document and show me what it has. And as you can see, if I just click on the number 1, it will show the reference that it say on the right-hand side. Now I ask for the list of network of hospital that this insurance is connecting to, and yeah, it just show them in a very comprehensive way. And now I want to know how to pay the bill. Yeah, it said there's 4 ways of payment: online, phone, mail, and there's some other payment options. And which form should I use for emergency room facility and ancillary services? And it told me to use the form UB04, and it is very correct on the right hand side, as we can see here. Yeah, so the next question, I need to appeal to the provider about reimbursement, so please guide me. Yeah, so it's just trap up the whole 6 step to perform the reimbursement. Yeah, it's even respond quicker than what I can talk. Yeah, now I want to ask about where to contact the physician and hospital regarding incorrect processing up here. And it shows you the contact and the reference on the right-hand side, pressing number 3 or number 5. Yeah, so that is one other use case of how we can turn it very chat platform to a large knowledge base of enterprise as a virtual expert. I think the possibilities are endless, and just talk with us and we can turn any of your needs into real product. Yeah, so thank you.
By using this product, you can quickly, turn your idea, verify your idea quickly to find out that conversational AI has a benefit for the use case for the organization just in, few clicks. Back to you, Alex.
Well, I would say it's just amazing to hear and getting a lot of insights for over the last 45 minutes. Right. So first of all, I would like to thank you very much, Dr. Hong and Hui, for your great insights, and a lot of demonstration. And by the way, I think for the audience who are not able to, understand the whole things, we do have the recorded version so that you can listen the records later so that you can understand fully the whole pictures, what we are covering for today. So we almost run through 45 minutes with our speaker with a lot of insight, a lot of amazing demonstration and information, of course. I myself feel really excited, to be honest. So we're gonna very quickly go to the Q&A section where I see a lot of questions has been made by our audience. So I got a couple of slides just to sharing with you about SmartDev as the host for all the webinars has been conducted over the last 6 months. So in the slide, you can see, of course, our CEO and our capability. If you have any demand regarding to the ITO or AI or BFSI, we are very pleased to support and consulting you. And it's just like we also sharing with you how we can help you to adopt AI into your business. Okay, I'm not going to focus on the detail because I would like to save the time for the Q&A section. So I'm gonna go straight. Oh, by the way, we got a lot of webinar and the video, the leadership talk focusing on AI and BFSI, specifically delivered by our expert in the domain. For example, we got Dr. Hung here, Hui here, and also Georg as our head of fintech. We've got a lot of insight for you. So take a look at our video if you are interested in AI and BFSI. All right. So before we jump up to the Q&A section, I would like just to wrap up a few key things. Today, we're covering 3 main things, right? We have you guys understand what is a conversational AI. Basically, is a combination of a number of technologies, data, machine learning, and data sets. It have you guys to have a, let's say, like a human conversation between AI and you to help you address a certain business question in your daily life. Okay, and Dr. Hung also sharing with you a lot of very typical example, the business use cases, apply conversational AI to address your business requirement and expectation. And lastly, Dr. Hui also sharing with you a few case study generated and created by AI Lab as our sister company of SmartDev, right? Okay, so I would be more than happy to jump straightly to Q&A section where we can see a lot of questions. So I'm not going to waste the time. We're gonna start with the first question. Well, it's a very interesting one. What should be the minimum budgets if I spend and I want to use a conversational AI? It's well, it should be a contact behind, but if Dr. Hung, you can answer this.
Yeah, so that's a good question. Since the demanding on conversational AI at this moment on the market is really huge, and the cost for GPU, the cost for the human resources to build the application for in conversational AI is also expensive. So let's say that in SmartDev we have our own solution on the conversational AI that you can see in the demonstration. We have the very chat platform that is the foundation for our client. So we can leverage what we have in our disposal to realize the application for the customer quickly and at the minimum budget. So let's say instead of starting with the other company, is the cost in if you start with us, I think will be, much cheaper, let's say about 40 to 50K that you can realize one application on by using the conversational AI. Or if you adopt the use case that we show in the seminar, in the webinar, so you maybe only the integration or some few license about the very just will be taken into consideration. Yeah.
Right. So we got because you mentioned about very trust, we got a question from Camelio. So I suppose her question is, do you make the very trust open source solution? How can business use this?
So as I said, a very just platform is not the open source. That is a solution that we provide to our customer. So the first part, it helps the customer to quickly identify or verify their idea by using conversational AI. And second one, that could be open to make the integration to the system. So it's not the open source, but we can leverage what we have right now so that we can turn the application very quickly for you.
Okay, I think this is a good idea. If Camelio, if you're interested in our very trust solution, we can just have a separate conversation between you and our experts here, Dr. Hong. Bye-bye. Okay, and we got another questions from anonymous attendee. So when using conversational AI for things like banking or healthcare, how is sensitive information kept secure, and what measures are in place to protect the user privacy? Dr. Hung, you can also answer.
So in here we have very good weapon to protect the privacy of the data and the privacy of the user. Suppose it's the data we have the personal information about someone. So we have the technology so-called rail. So rail is a technology that's have several functions. First is to protect the conversational AI, detracted from comment about the third party, comment about the other party, protect from the toxic the conversation, and also to prevent the generative AI to expose the identity or the personal information of someone. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So quite
come to
efficient and the better to protect. Yeah.
Exactly. Thanks. I absolutely agree with you. So we only have 3 minutes to the end of our webinar. I would like to take one more questions from our attendees. Her name supposed to be her name. If Evelyn Nguyen, I think so. Our company is planning to deploy conversational AI across our global operation, but we're concerned about the ethic challenges that come with using this technology on such a large scale. So what should we prepare and how we can tackle these issues? Dr. Hong, can you answer this question? Or we?
Yeah. So it's not a concern about the Western country, but also in Vietnam and the Asian country. That's a really good topic that so I think in our material that I show in the webinar, one of the central idea and the way that SmartDev implement the AI application for the customer in a responsible way. That is the human in the loop. We always take the human in the loop to make the decision. So like in we working in the healthcare and in the hospital, you always need the doctor is the final person to make the decision on the EHR, electronic health record for the people. So the examination results that will be determined by by the doctor, not by the human, right? So AI, that is the assistant tool. Like in the case that I show in the virtual assistant at work, right? So the conversational AI just is a user tool, make the content, and then let the person understand what is going on behind and pre-make the decision if you approve or not. And if I approve for the ticket of my employee, so I said, okay, so go ahead, right? So that is the best way and the central way that we currently doing to take the human in the loop for every decision of the AI. Let make your employee, your person, takes the responsible for the decision when they make.
Oh yes, this is a tough question. It's also
Yep.
So difficult to address this because it's going to be really depends on how the leader of the organization would want to follow. If if they really want to rely on conversational AI and take conversational AI as their main portion to make the decision, and it's really depending, I would say. Okay. Um, so I'm really sorry, our audience. We already come to the end of our webinars. Um, we put the QR code for you guys to access, and please just scan the QR code so you can access our survey. You can fill up on the topic that you want our expert to continue focusing on, or you want to give your own feedback to our webinar. We always welcome you. For the question the question which we are not able to answer for the webinar today, we are very sorry about this, but we definitely gonna get back to you later after we finish this webinar, maybe after our public holiday, right, our gentlemen. So once again, I would like to thank you very much, everyone, to joining the webinar live with SmartDev. Thank you, our guest. Thank you very much for your great insight and preparation today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I
Well,
see
thank you,
you.
everyone.
A great weekend ahead. Bye.